So Tom, sometimes after you've re-experienced the trauma as if it's happening in the here and now, maybe through a flashback or strong images or a reminder or a nightmare, it can be really helpful for you to update yourself with what you know now.
Okay.
So just reminding yourself of information perhaps that you didn't have at the time or that you weren't aware of because it was too confusing or stressful. So it could be something like, now I know that I'm safe.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know I didn't die.
Mm-hmm.
So we call this process updating. Is there anything that you know now about the trauma that you didn't know at the time that could be really helpful to help calm you down if you're feeling stressed?
Yes, there is certainly. I was worried that the car might catch fire, and I didn't know it wasn't going to, so that would have been really, I'd have been much less scared if I'd known that at the time. Yeah.
So you'd said, yeah, because when we were talking about smells, you said you had a strong smell of petrol.
That's right,
yeah. Yeah, okay. And what do you know now? You smelled petrol, but what do you know now?
I know that I know that it didn't catch fire, and the car didn't burn. I didn't burn. I was safe, as you say.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's an example of updating.
Yeah. Okay.
So you could try and do that. So it could be now that I know I'm safe. But also it could be helpful to update things. Perhaps you had particular beliefs at the time of the trauma about the accident. It's really common for people when they have PTSD to feel guilty and blame themselves for things that aren't their fault. Mm-hmm. Has that ever happened to you?
It did for a while, a little while, just after the accident, because I thought that maybe it was partly my fault because I was quite late on the day of the crash. I was quite late for the friend who was picking me up to drive the car before the accident, and I worried afterwards that maybe because I was late he might have rushed and been rushing and missed something that maybe contributed to the accident. So, yeah.
So you felt a bit guilty about that?
I did feel a bit worried about that for a while. Yeah.
And have you got any new information since that shows you that it wasn't your fault?
Funny enough, yes, I do, because we found out afterwards that the police really felt the other driver was responsible, and that person ended up going to court for dangerous driving. So I suppose that was an update because I didn't feel so guilty after learning that.
Yeah, so, exactly. Yeah, great. So the update would be, it's not my fault. The other driver was done for dangerous driving. Yeah. And now I know I'm safe. The car didn't catch fire.
I see. So if I was still feeling guilty about it, that would be a thing to practice.
Absolutely.
Saying.
Yeah. And sometimes the way we feel now, just being stressed or being anxious or even feeling guilty, can also be a reminder that we didn't die, because if we hadn't survived the trauma, we wouldn't be feeling achy, stressed, cross, tired, have a headache, angry. So all of these things that you know now, are examples of updating.
Great.